You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and Beautiful fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your full roster of weekly B&B spoilers from Monday, July 1st through Friday, July 5th. And there seems to be some debate over whether there will be a preemption for the holiday. We'll talk about that in just a minute. This week, there are some really great spoilers. Jack Finnegan is back on the scene. Interesting. We'll talk about why. And Hope Logan hits bottom, and it looks like she might start digging from there. Does not look good. Hey, if you have not, and you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's get started with your daily spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. Monday, July 1st, 2024 is season 37, episode 196. Poppy Nozawa continues her tense confrontational scene with Tom Starr, aka former rock star, now homeless guy. And he, of course, insists he is Luna's daddy, which begs the question, how did that paternity result come out a match to Bill? Maybe it was just a flawed test and Poppy was very surprised, or maybe she found a way to rig it. Maybe she got Lee in on it, you know? I couldn't even tell you. But the bottom line is, spoilers from Monday say Poppy's past catches up with her and she is desperate to keep her new life. Desperate is the key word based on the spoiler for Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024, which is season 37, episode 197. Someone dies unexpectedly out of the blue. A new murder mystery for the summer. I can only think of one person who would be murdered, and that would be Tom, the man in question. And if he turns up dead, you know, the immediate suspect will probably be Sheila Carter, because he was in her apartment. She works there. Deacon might even suspect her because she wasn't happy that Tom had been talking about her. If anybody overheard her threatening Tom or holding that knife there. And it's funny, I was watching Bold and the Beautiful. My husband walked by when Tom was holding that clear glass with the blue stuff. And he's like, that guy's going to get killed with poison in that cup, just out of the blue with no context, because it's so unusual. And then I was watching today and he walked back by and said, and I told him that someone was going to die. And he's like, see, I'm telling you, it's the blue stuff. Keep an eye on that blue stuff. Maybe it'll be a stabbing, but maybe it'll be poison. I just know I've never seen anybody on the show drink out of something so obviously bizarre. And, you know, if he goes into the bathroom and Poppy pours drain cleaner into that blue stuff, we'll see. Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024, season 37, episode 198. Paris Buckingham tells Hope Logan, you stay away from my fiancé, Thomas. There's a scene in the promo that I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. And the scene in the promo explains Paris's anger. But, you know, Hope seems to think that she is entitled to Thomas, that she has dibs on him. You know that game you play as a kid, if you lick something, it's yours, a potato chip, a cookie. Maybe Hope thinks because she got to lick Thomas first, he's hers. I don't even know. But she's just, you know, in a way that just comes off as so spoiled and so entitled. You know, she didn't want her toy and somebody else picked it up and now she wants it back. Plus, Katie Logan gets emotional as she talks to Bill Spencer on Wednesday. The topic of conversation is his new relationship with Poppy, this new Insta family that he has. Katie's very worried. Again, fine with Katie, but she has had the chance to have Bill back for years. He's been begging her. And speaking of toys that nobody wants, she didn't want him until Poppy did. So I do think Bill's kind of being scammed, but I don't feel bad for him. And I kind of don't feel bad for Katie either. Thursday, July 4th, 2024, season 37, episode 199. So there's just this kind of generic spoiler about Forrester family July 4th party. And there is a party scene in the promo for this week, but honestly, racking my brain, I cannot think of once that B&B has aired a new episode on Independence Day. And I am expecting a preemption based on just years of CBS daytime habit. However, I will say they did air a new episode on Memorial Day. So maybe. But also in some recent past holidays, there's been a new episode showing on TV Guide, on the cable guides, everywhere. And then at the last minute, they aired a rerun. So honestly, be prepared for anything. I'm still expecting a preemption, but I'm going to tell you the spoilers in case we don't get it. Otherwise everything Thursday shifts to Friday, Friday shifts to the following Monday. And as of now, the spoilers for Friday, July 5th, 2024 for episode 200 of the current season say that at the party, Eric Forrester toasts Thomas's engagement to Paris. The whole family is there and happy. Hope Logan is devastated as everybody toasts the happy couple. That same day, Poppy feels threatened by Katie, who seems ready to compete with her for Bill's affections. All right, now let's talk about what's in the promo. Poppy warns Tom again to leave her and Luna alone, and he insists that Luna is his kid. That conversation should happen on Monday before what I expect will be his untimely death on Tuesday. Hope cries and tells Thomas that she still loves him, and she thinks he still loves her too. Paris is lurking outside the door while Hope's talking to Thomas in the CEO office. Paris eavesdrops as Hope is making a move on her man. And Wednesday is when Paris confronts Hope about this per the spoilers. So I expect this scene to also be on Wednesday, but possibly on Tuesday. And Eric in the promo holds up a glass of champagne and says, I guess we're about to have another wedding. On hand are Carter, Ridge, Paris, Thomas, Donna, Eric, RJ, Luna, Hope, and Brooke. And Paris and Thomas have a big, passionate kiss in front of the whole family. Now for casting news, Jack Finnegan is back next week. Ted King returns. Don't forget this. He's a criminal lawyer. And I'm very curious. Sheila asked him to defend her against charges before she turned him down. I don't know if Sheila will call Jack if she's accused of killing Tom. It doesn't sound like from the spoilers that Poppy is accused, but I could also see Jack coming back to represent Poppy if she were accused, because obviously that's, she was his sister-in-law for a long time. We also have, and this is interesting, Aaron D. Spears back next week as Justin Barber. I wonder who asked him back, because Bill fired him and then he was doing some dirty work for the Forresters, and then he hasn't been seen in so long. I just wonder if Dollar Bill is going to say he forgave him and use him for the adoption documents. I mean, I'm excited to see Aaron back, but just curious how that happens. Also, Laura Lee Bell and Michael Damian are doing a crossover from Young and the Restless. And of course, they play Christine Williams and Danny Romalotti on the other CBS soap. They filmed 2 episodes that will air in August with Danny and Christine in LA for part of his concert tour. They come over to the Forrester Mansion to celebrate the relaunch of Brooke's bedroom line. Brooke and Ridge pitch a business venture to one or both of them. I don't know. And Danny's going to do a little private concert. They are supposed to be doing a remixed song from the past. I'm assuming it's something he did on Y&R. All right. Those are all of the weekly spoilers. Hey, drop your comments. What are you excited to see next week? Jack Finnegan, Hope's falling face as Thomas makes out with his fiancé at the party right in front of her. What do you want to see? Do you think it is Tom that ends up dead? Drop those comments. Please subscribe if you're not following us. If you are following us, you're a rock star. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're here talking Bold and the Beautiful 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.